Hi, and welcome to What's New Wednesdays, where we explore the newest developments popping up right here in Redmond, Oregon. I am Amanda, and every week, I hit the road, I check out the fresh construction, I do the research, and then I let you know what's coming here to Redmond, Oregon. And today, we're doing a lot. We are hitting up 7th Street, or Northwest 7th Street here in Redmond, Oregon, and we're going to tell you probably the things that are happening in about 7 different plots. So Northwest 7th here in Redmond Northwest Redmond is growing a lot. This used to be a flatland industrial area with one liquor store and pub, probably for at least a decade, and now things are starting to grow and it's really exciting. So let's go. I gotta bust out my little notes because, like I said, there's a lot that's going on right now. Okay, so our first one. So trying to hold 10 million things in my arms right now. Okay, put those in my pocket. So the first one, I'm gonna switch it around here. So there's Highline Homes. If you know where it's on the corner of the old 97. You got Surf Through, you got the Travel Center, Home Depot. That's where we're located. And right next to Highline Homes is 2450 Northwest 7th Street. And it is going to be around a 1,200 square foot building. And part of that 1,200 square foot is actually where they're planning on relocating Rimrock Vet Clinic, which is currently, if I remember correctly, because we always went to Highland Vet Clinic, but Rimrock Vet Clinic is over by Snowcap right now in an older building. So once they start building construction on that, Rimrock will be moving. We finalized that plan, looks like in November of 2024. Now, right next to it, looking at the same thing, we're standing at 2520 Northwest 7th Street, and this one's going to be fun. I'm excited. I won't have to go to Bend anymore, but it's almost a 16,000 square foot building, bringing in Harbor Freight Tools. I am a sucker for Harbor Freight Tools. I called my dad the other day and I was like, guess what? He's like, what? I go, I spent so much at Harbor Freight, I got a free bucket. And he told me that was not something to be proud of, but I thought it was. Okay, now let's see. Pretty sure this is just 2. So then you have another building which has been here for a while. It's Redmond's second Big O Bagels. If you didn't know, we actually have 2. I didn't know that until my friend told me his daughter was working at it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know we had one on the north side, because we always go to the one on the south side because we live in Southwest Redmond. That one's straight off of Highland. So there is a Big O Bagels here off of Northwest 7th, and it's open from 7 to 2. They're delicious. We love it. Let's see. Grumpy Butt's in the car. Okay. So before we head off into the next section, we're going to talk. I swear I can't have hair and do this. About this little section right across the street next to Garage Fitness. So it's still in review as of September. They need additional information, but they're planning on putting a 7,800 square foot commercial building in there with 3 separate rentable areas, commercial areas, at around 2,600 square foot a piece. Okay, now we're going to come back. We are going to skip 2 lots. Okay, so we've come down a little bit further. Let's make sure. Well, let's not stop in the middle of the road, Amanda. Okay, turning my microphone back on. But we're now down at the other end of Northwest 7th Street. So we were just down there, Big O Bagels, and behind. Now we are at 2760, which is already built right over there. It's called Growing Giraffes, which is an indoor playground. Actually did not know Redmond had. Super awesome. And then this is 2744. Right now doesn't have any tenants, but it is a 7,800 square foot commercial building. And then right next to it, which they're starting, looks like the foundation for, is going to be an additional 6,000 square foot commercial use structure. So I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar to that. And then over here, which I think they're starting on, we are, well, you have a Habitat for Humanity donation center right there, but we're actually going to get some Habitat multifamily homes in this area, or townhomes. Hasn't been labeled yet, but the two lots to the left of Big O Bagels are empty. But this lot right here in the middle is actually going to, it's in, slow down, Amanda. It's in conjunction with Habitat for Humanity. It's actually two lots that'll be combined, and each of those lots will have a multifamily unit. So 8. So what would you call that? An octoplex? And they're going to be 3 stories tall. So 2 octoplexes. I really got to figure out if that's the word. So 2 octoplexes. If it's not a word, it is now. I have made it up. They're going to be 3 stories tall. Lot like 88 and 87. And it's going to be a part of Habitat for Humanity. And then we're going to walk across the street to another commercial area, which technically is on 7th Street, but the address is going to be off of Redwoods, because that's where you're going to be able to pull in. But we have 709 Northwest Redwood and 733. It's going to be 2 separate commercial buildings. One of them is going to be 2 stories. It's going to have like retail on the ground floor. Upper is going to be office space for lease. And then a single story retail building next to it. So again, in conjunction, you have Garage Fitness right there. And then I'll give you a little sneak peek at the 2-story retail on bottom, office up top, and then single-story retail use that they're planning on for this area right next to Habitat. So exciting new things coming here to Redmond. Like I said, I'm really excited for Harbor Freight. But this is Northwest Redmond. I will admit I don't get up to the north very often. I'm a Southwest girl, always have been. Actually, no, I used to live I grew up in the Northwest of Redmond. I make it sound like it's so big. But thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe and bell notification if you want to know when I make more videos. If you or someone you know are looking to buy, sell, or just have questions about the market here in Central Oregon, all my contact information is going to be in the box below. But until next time, I'm Amanda. I am your Central Oregon real estate expert, and I'll see you in the next video.